life, you look at it, you think about it, it is beautiful, and it's fucking nuts. Right. So you look at, what the fuck am I doing here? Why are we here?
I know they're not posted, but one of the first FIFOs was him and somebody just cordially having a chat for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I know for you, I mean, if he was calling me what he refers to you as, those false claims.
Oh, you mean
I
Snafu?
Definitely wouldn't want to deal with them from
Yeah,
your
Snafu.
side of the opinion.
Snafu is who you're saying is always
Snafu. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant hard hat. Yeah.
Yes.
Snafu is a piece of shit, man, through and through.
Yeah.
And he tries to talk like he's God team. Like, show me one legit Christian that has spent years just mislabeling people one of the worst things society still technically stands against. We know it's going to come around with the story times and stuff till they get maps approved. But Snafu is the ultimate false witness, false accuser, liar, piece of shit. And I could do a piece on him, but it's like everyone already knows it except him. He's the only one that doesn't know he's a piece of shit liar. And that's why we think he's crazy. He actually believes this shit he says.
Why are we here? Okay, I say, okay, I am an enlightened being. That is why, because I believe in reincarnation. Okay, reincarnation means that I chose to come here. What the fuck am I going to choose to fucking come here? What the fuck, dude? Are you fucking nuts, baby? There's so many places you can go to. Why choose fuck? Dude. But next life, I'm going to talk to myself. I'm talking to myself right now. Self, look at me. Look at me, self. Next life, find somewhere else. Forget about this shit. Planet Earth? No. Let them solve each other's out. These motherfuckers are nuts here.
The renewed mind is the key to the power that we need. The world is gonna see that it's Christ in me. The renewed mind is the key to the power that we need. It's the only way to be strong in victory.
Jesus, that's it. I'm done. Yeah. As a note to self, when I come back next time. Yeah.
The knowledge you will learn at my seminar will make you financially independent for the rest of your life.
One of my recent transactions, I walked away with a check for $15,010.50. I took the Tom Vu Profit Seminar. It has worked for me. It has made me financially secure. You can do it too.
You don't have to ask your boss for a raise anymore. You can give yourself the best raise of your life. Come to my seminar.
Using the Tom Vu techniques, I bought this house, made $33,000. If I can apply the Tom Vu techniques and make $33,000 on this house, you can do it too.
The money-making strategy taught at my seminar is a solution for those of you who work hard but are underpaid.
Using the Tom Vu technique, one of the homes I recently bought made me $12,000.
You don't need to be a genius to learn how to make a lot of money with my system. A lot of my students who are average people make a lot of... Do you see yourself a millionaire someday? Have some guts. Make a decision. Come to my seminar.
Yeah. Somebody asked me when they were listening to his content recently, they were like, is he a troll? Does he actually believe this stuff?
Yeah, he actually believes it.
I don't know. He definitely seems to believe what he's saying.
And here's the thing. He believes what he believes, but he's a troll in when he decides whether he's going to have a cordial conversation or not. Like, we've watched him go up on Jack, Paul, his own, and then Snafu's own stream. He knows how to have a back and forth. That's why he's not coming back up, Snafu. Save what little time you have left in life. It's not that I care that you come up here and lie. It's that you're not going to sit quiet to hear the truth, and I don't respect you. I actually hate you. I think you need to get your jaw broke by a guy that you've called a pedo falsely for 2 years. And even when my enemies showed I was saying if someone loses their children in Denver, they want me to be the stranger that finds them first. You still grip to I threaten children on that. You're a fucking retard, Snafu. And you had that timestamp. So I'll give you that you had that timestamp, even though you didn't understand the words. So if you got any other timestamp you want to come give me, come back with that. But you're not going to come up here and run your stupid talk to NPC, say lies like I'm going to let you sit here and do it. You're a piece of shit. You better find that out before you meet your maker. Go ahead, guys.
I found a nice place I could go to. The place with the 72 virgins. I choose to come here. Oh, well, you are an enlightened being, so you have the reincarnation. You have to. I believe in reincarnation, even though why I believe in reincarnation. Now, you are getting me in a very bad spot because this is something I always. This is a theory that I always have that I play with because I can't afford to believe this theory, because if I do believe this theory, then the idea of God will be very, very cynical for me, because like I believe that all we are is a fucking recording device. That's all we are, because there is this thing, I'm standing right here, there are things I cannot even remember I am recording. There's this thing inside me called the Akashic Records that are recording all this shit. For whose purpose? Not for me. Whose purpose? That's why I think I'm just a big old fucking VCR. Just sitting down here taping all this shit. And then when I die, some mother, quote unquote, die, the motherfucker that invented me. Because if I was smart, I would do this shit. This is what I'm talking about. If I was very smart, this is what I would do to entertain myself. I would invent some guys down there.
God has clothed us with his righteousness and power, and we live for him and our daytime and hour. We can stand upon the greatness of his word and proclaim the truth. We're gonna make it heard. We've got all the potential power God could ever give. Now we stand up on our legal rights and boldly make them live.
And they will think I'm a god, and I will tell them I'm harvesting their souls. Meanwhile, what I'm doing is using them as entertainment. So I will use their soul as recording devices. I will send them down here. They will come and record all this shit. When they quote unquote die, I can take out the soul like a fucking DVD and play it. And go, oh, look at what the motherfucker has been up to. Oh, this guy's been very, oh, he's been very, oh, he's fucking that girl like that. Oh my God, this is it. And then you say, oh, I didn't see enough. Let's send him back again. And then the people are thinking, oh, we're going to God. There's no God. There's this guy out there jacking off, watching you jack off down here. That's my theory.
And he wonders why I think he's a sex addict. He says in the afterlife, God is jacking off. Why I think I'm jacking off? And you question why I think so.
You think God does not jack off? Oh, bro, God jacks off like a motherfucker.
All right. Oh, really? When you topped it off with the whole
took it out
jacking off, yeah, you went off on the left field.
Well, forget about the tangent, man. Just
That's just the weed talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Take what you will out of it, use. What you cannot, come back later.
I do like.
Yeah, those empty threats, bro. People don't forget about that shit, even though you're a nobody. You know, but like, just empty threats. Come on, bro.
And my threats, well, I don't know.
We have before. Some of us have a good memory, you know.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, and it's not that he's like weaseling back into the community and like trying to forget it ever happened. I'll bring him up here. He'll jump right back into it. Watch. He'll go right back into the shit.
Right.
I think I brought him up. Truth or Cop broke my mouth.
Threats, fucking all kinds of shit. Like, again, you have no clue what this guy's done.
No, timestamp it.
Even admitted pedophilia.
Timestamp it. See, he comes right back up and says, I'm a self-admitted
Again, NPC, you maybe, Tommy's afraid for the truth.
I have the truth, Snafu. Do you know how to prove the Snafu, if any of these things you say are true, do you know how to prove it? This gonna be a lag. I hate this right now.
Yeah.
I think I brought him up. Now, Snafu, can you
Sure.
be,
I mean,
can
for
you
one,
be the
you
type
told
of
the
person I
story
can
about
leave up
getting
here
a
for a
minor
second?
fucked up, drugged up, and fucking them.
Can you be
You
the
also
type of
told the
person
story
I
about the tranny
can
daddy that
you
you
be
fucked
the
up in
type
jail
of
now.
person I can leave up here for a second, or do I have to?
Hey, I could pull it.
Can't do it. I could bring up the story he's talking about. Everybody in this, we could watch the Lauren De Laguna interview where they all came at me over the fake fucking story. And he won't, like, he just needs to delusionally think he heard a thing, and he'll just say that's the way it is. But Snafu, you like your daddy Paul, you forget how many things you forgot you used to say and you don't say anymore. That's your shortcoming. That's how we know you don't stand on truth. You can't even remember the shit you forgot.
Yeah, because like if I think about all this stuff, this is when I come to the conclusion of we are just a big fucking recording device. That's all we are. And somebody's just sitting down there having fun.
That's something for that. That's something to that. I definitely think there's something to that.
So all this talk about I'm going to God, there are beings that have been like smarter than us, and they just created all this shit. They can create shit. Because if I was smart, I would do the same shit. I would let them believe, oh my God, they be praying to me. Oh, Sean. Oh, thank you, Sean. They be praying to me. Good. Now, show me some movies. Show me some movies. Yeah, that's all we do. God will be, we're watching movies of all these killers, mass murderers, because you are not there. That's the greatest movie ever, the greatest DVD ever, the Akashic Records, watching the guy killing people and doing this shit, hearing the sound and going through what he's going through. It's like a real, what do you call it, movie and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I do think we reviewed
but
those.
this is a rudimentary level though, compared to what we're talking about.
Lower scale.
Exactly.
Of the bigger
now,
picture.
Imagine the motherfucker who created this shit.
Yeah.
The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me. The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me. The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me.
Move you to come out here and display your art and make art here today?
The displacement act.
Yeah.
Like the displacement act is when you leave individuals in a state where family is not a major priority. You know what I'm saying? Like your child have issues in a public school, public tax-paying dollars. They gonna give his or her little ass Ritalin.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
That shit makes a lot of sense. Then, a lot of the youngsters that come out of these different institutions come out with this mentality where they disenfranchise with their community. Then you got older cats that become numb and they disenfranchise, and you have cats that join the military and stuff like that. They disenfranchise. A lot of us are disenfranchised from a drug war, supposedly. So, when does it begin to make sense? That shit don't even make any type of sense. It's like you have to start over. When we got enough technology, we could do that in a prosperous manner. We shouldn't look at each other and be tripping off each other unless we did something to harm one another. But up until this point, it ain't ever been that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
We're at a safe point now. We don't have to be
so
like that.
We can look at each other and say, hey, hi, how you doing? And it don't mean what's up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no retarded shit.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing about being right here. Yeah.
Tommy! Tommy, can you hear me? It's Simon Redden. I imagine I've got about an hour of power on this kit, and then the very tiny remainder of my life is going to be spent in the bloody Stone Age. There you are. Yes, I can hear you, dear boy. Very well, then. An oral history of how we all died. Maybe the evolved cockroach people would like it in a couple of billion years. Now, do excuse me if I ramble. It's been a trying few days, and I'm about to light up a rather large marijuana cigarette I looted from the corpse of one of my staff. Remember in the Old Testament when Moses kept disappearing off up that mountain because God wanted to chat? And Moses' people got so angry about not having a constant representative of divinity, by which I mean old Moses, that they built their own God instead. You remember some bastard hacked together a golden cow and said, "Okay, this is our God now, and everything will be fine"? That's how we work. The whole of religious history is about us trying to build amazing creatures that will save the world. So, that worked out all right then. Some say we're actually hardwired for religion. We look for something to worship. Years ago, I read this interview with the author Whitley Strieber, and at the end of the interview he rattles off all the religions he'd been part of or participated in to that point in his life, including having experimented with worshipping the earth. A few years later, he began writing alleged non-fiction books about great and powerful creatures who came down from the heavens to essentially take over his life. That's us. We're hardwired for the need to fashion gods. Great invisible space daddies that will descend from some place beyond the sky to tell us what to do and make everything nice. Messiahs dressed in human form that will save us all. That's rather nice, you know. Anyway, that's all the great superhuman projects of the 20th century were, Tommy. Oh, we tarted them up with rhetoric about arms races and weapons gaps and projecting force, but really... And you must understand, Tommy, that we British were the first to make one. What do you... Oh, no, we were way ahead of you Yanks. This was long before you got your hands on Jerry Craven. You see, you had poor old Von Braun writing papers and plans for donkey's years, but you never let him build any rockets. We, on the other hand, had M16 photographing all Von Braun's work and bringing it home to Blighty. In 1955, Tommy, we had a working space vehicle with a nuclear engine, test-fired in some remote rural location that strangely produced a great many children with fins and flippers. Now consider, what are the conditions in which a human transforms into or gains the aspect of something more than human?
So why do I choose coming back? That's why I don't want to. I don't want to know.
That's the part that you haven't quite...
That's what I want to know.
All right. Trying to figure that out,
I don't want to come back here anymore.
Fuck it.
Yes, I'm done.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
I want another plane of existence.
Hey, bitch! Hey, yo, bitch! Hey, yo, bitch!
But this is beautiful, though.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. To live in this shit.
Yeah.
And know that you are here. And you are a light being who is putting on a spacesuit. And to be able to walk around in this spacesuit, in this plane of existence like an astronaut.
Earth suit.
And feel this spacesuit. And your spacesuit has a mind of its own.
Yeah.
You can feel shit.
Right.
It's all sensory being. Sensory. You are hungry for senses. You think you're only hungry for food. No. Your eyes are hungry to see shit. Sometimes you close your eyes and they say, "Oh, look at that!" You're like, what? Hungry eyes. Your ears are hungry to hear shit. Your mouth is fucking can't shut the fuck up. No, can't shut the fuck up. We have to talk. Yeah, because this is part of the spacesuit. This spacesuit that you have a mind of its own. It wants to fuck. It wants to shit. It wants to do everything that it wants to do. Meanwhile, you are the light being. The spacesuit wants to usurp you by taking control of the ship. When you tell, because you have to give it to him. When you tell it, okay, you can drive. The day you say you can drive, the real you goes to the basement. The light being goes to the basement and goes places with his video games and shit. Because he knows sooner or later you will want his help. Because this spacesuit does not know everything. It is just proud and thinks it knows everything. Now, this spacesuit is so magnificent. It's beautifully made. That if I scratch myself and there's blood coming out, oh my god, I cut myself, there's blood. Guess what? I can just go out and jog. I don't have to think about, okay, let me make it, let me think very hard so that I can clog this thing with clog and all the red blood cells. And no, I don't have to do shit. This spacesuit will send the message to itself to heal itself. It has its own 911 machine. It calls the motherfucker calls the ambulance. Ambulance comes right away. It comes and it starts to heal itself. When I take in food, and I keep on walking. Meanwhile, my spacesuit is going, oh my god, he just eats what I thought he ate. Pigs, what? Oh my god. And he's calculating all the chemicals in that to see how much chemicals you have in your body, which ones you will want to use, which ones you will want to put in waste. You don't have to think about this. Your spacesuit does this by itself because it is magnificently made. Now, because it is that magnificent does not mean it knows all things. It is stupid. It is your worst enemy. Why? Because it is its job is to go back down to where it came from as fast as possible. Why? Because its mind walks backwards. It has a time that clicks backwards. When he was born, he knows that every day he wakes up is a day closer to the day he's going to die. Jimmy! So he does not understand that. He does not like that helplessness of not knowing when you're going to die. So he just says, fuck it, I'll just destroy everything. That's the body. Everything that you think they will destroy you, that is what it will give you. That's what you will want. Oh, I'm talking too much.
Oh man, Random Fan's gonna have me accidentally bringing people in and out.
Some conspiracy thing, not even truth or but conspiracy thing. Like when you hear certain buzzwords in the conspiracy circles,
and I think your volume thing's back. I might have to shut this whole stream down.
Will latch on to that.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, guess what? You're supporting pedophilia, dude. NPC the game. It's a
See, because
yeah, you don't have a wife or whatever. Probably doesn't even want you around your kids. What the hell's going on with you, bro? Look at your life. Look at your life. What are you, like some Indian dude that like LARP has a I don't know what, bro. This guy Moggle.
What the fuck? How is he back?
The mic.
Hold on. It's this Truther Cop mouse.
Excuse me, Tommy.
Hold on. I don't know if he's on or not. Hold on. I'm not sure what's reality yet. Hold on. Okay, I think it's just...
He's not.
Right, but I mean on the panel. I was like, how's he back? I didn't click him back. Oh, fuck you, Truther Cop, you mouse-breaking fucking narc. Okay. Now, were you hearing Snafu clear? Because I think I'm losing both of your audios now.
No, I was talking over him. He was talking over me.
And I was muting him,
can't
but he
even get a
unmutes
proper
himself.
mic, so
Yeah.
can't even hear.
So now, as you see, Snafu, now you've ruined your credibility with yet another new person, and it's going to happen because you have no credibility. Everybody that even hates me knows your pedo story is bullshit. And I know you probably called the Denver police like your mommy Cynthia, and like you emailed the fucking Talcottian mayor. So these people know you're a fucking crazy narc loser. I'm talking like I'm gonna bring them up to respond. I'm not. I think I need to shut this down because it's been a while. It's getting dark. There's a couple people I might go see if I can see. And there's a food place I want to check that I'm going to check. This is what I hate about people like Snafu, Paul Enslaved, Flow State. You can, and even Shrell Snow. You can tell there's information I'll just say on my show, and you can tell they're watching because they'll go and lie that information or half tell it, and that's where all the narcs and sociopaths come into this Panelverse. It's like that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Like their telephone game.
Yeah, the telephone game, only they're fucking it up on purpose.
Time for the medical marijuana thing. I did over
even stuff that Paul talks about, it's like everywhere. Even stuff Wizard gets wrong. Like
so
the charge-off stuff is on the internet or is on YouTube.
So why don't we join forces for one magical experience and strike the fuck out of him until he goes away?
Because it won't work.
Oh, it will.
Strikes don't work if they don't do anything. Trust me. Like you've only achieved strikes on me because I do bust those. What?
Build your troll army. Don't give.
I'm not a troll, Snafu.
I'm just saying, join the crew with your peeps and come
Snafu,
the shit out of
number one. No one's ever seen me join a damn person. I've only offered like assistance when people are having truth issues. If I was teaming up, Snafu, I very much am serious with you, Flow State, others. You cannot cross me in physical life.
Fuck Flow State.
And fuck Snafu and fuck Paul and Slade.
Fuck you.
Right. So the only difference is when we get down.
Why don't we get rid of them before we go at each other? We can get rid of Talcom, Paul, and Flo. Then we go at each other. You know, it's an offer on the table, you know, because you know we're still going to go at each other. But I'm just saying, we get rid of the
Snafu.
Snafu. The top dogs in it, you know.
If I've taken, let's say I've taken you were doing good on the first half. Let's say I've taken a Flow State leg, a Polyboy arm, maybe even a Z finger or two. You are literally the knight from Monty Python, just nubs on the ground in front of me. Like you do a lot of big talk around YouTube. Nobody's buying into your shit, man.
No.
Like you say the things that men do, but you don't prove any of us to do.
What's next? What's next?